All of us Ugandans want to invest our money, but usually the question is, what factors should I consider to invest the money? Should I invest in unit trust? Should I invest in treasury bills, trees? Is it stocks? Now today, I'm going to give you the 3 major or key factors you need to consider to make wise investment decisions. So I'm going to request you, before you watch this video, make sure that you save it for future reference. So option number 1, we have to consider what we call capital to invest. Capital to invest. You see, the different investment options have different minimum investments required. Let's take, for instance, if you're going to invest in unit trust, the lowest you can invest in unit trust is 1,000 shilling. That is when you're going to invest with MTN. If you're going to invest with Zeno, that's about 10,000. If you're going to invest with Stanbic, that's 100 and then recurring 50,000. If you're going to invest with Standard Chartered, that is 20,000. If you're going to invest with Britam, most of the insurance companies, Britam, ICA, UAP, the minimum is 100,000. Now, if you're a person who is going to invest, but your initial investment does not reach 100,000, for now, I'm going to consider 100,000. I'm going to recommend start with a unit trust. However, if you're a person who is going to invest 5 million, 10 million, 50 and above, maybe consider treasury bond. Of course, there are some circumstances that might determine or dictate that even when you're going to invest 100 million, that you also invest in a unit trust. And that is why I'm giving you factor number 2. And factor number 2 is term of investment or term of investing. How long are you going to invest? What is the period are you willing to keep this money working for you? Because remember, we have what we call the compounding effect on money. But it will really work for you if it's a long term. But before we go into that, I want you to ask yourself, are you going to invest after 1 year and you want your money back, or 2 years or 3? I know I've told you about how to invest money in 2 different ways. Investing money as planting crops or investing money as planting fruits. For planting crops, it means that money is going to be utilized anytime. Maybe you're putting it aside to buy a car a year, 2 years from now. Maybe you're putting it aside so that you buy a knife. In that case, you are going to invest in a unit trust or some asset with a high liquidity. The rate of liquidity means how easy is it to turn that asset into money? Surely you cannot invest in real estate or land, because you can't just wake up and you want to transfer your real estate or your land into money. But someone who has money in a unit trust, anytime they can easily turn it into money or cash. Now, I was telling you about the term of investment. If you are going to invest for more than 10 years in Uganda, I would recommend that you do a treasury bond or do land, real estate, as a capital appreciation or capital preservation investment venture. I've explained those 2 terms before, but maybe another time I'll also explain them. Why am I saying that you invest in treasury bonds, not unit trust? I'm just using treasury bonds and unit trust as an example. Treasury bonds will give you a lower tax rate. For instance, if you are going to invest 10 years and above, they will charge you only 10% withholding tax on your income or on your returns. Yet, if you're going to invest less than 10 years, they will charge you 20%. And remember, a unit trust charges you 0 taxes. Already, a unit trust is now beating you. But consider this as well. The lower the years of treasury bonds, also the lower the interest rate. So you may find yourself that you're investing for about 5 years and you're getting an interest rate of about 12 or 13. And the guy who is investing in a unit trust is also getting 12% per annum, but their interest is compounding on a daily, and your interest is not compounding on a daily. And you're also getting 12, 13%. And yet you have taxes, and he of unit trust does not have taxes. So for that reason, you end up choosing a unit trust if you're going to do a short time, less than 10 years. But you're investing 10 years and above, go for a treasury bond. Either way, the compounding of interest will make you a lot of money, as we are going to see after looking at the next factor, which is the rate of return. The rate of return. What am I saying here? What is the interest rate that they are giving you? Considering the amount of money you're investing, the period you're putting this money, what is your rate of return? Is it 7%? Is it 5%? Is it 12%? Is it 20%? And why is this important? Because if you know your rate of return, then it gives you the justification why you're investing. But at the same time, it will help you calculate how soon will your money double and how fast will your money multiply and grow to afford you financial freedom. I'm sure I've talked about the 72 rule. The 72 rule. That, let's take for instance, if there's an investment venture that is giving you 7% and another one is giving you 10%. So The 72 rule suggests that if you divide 72 by the interest rate, it will give you average how many years it's going to take you to double that particular investment. If, let's say, a treasury bond is giving you 7% interest rate, you just divide it by 7. Clearly, it's telling you in 10 years, the money you have invested would have doubled. Meaning, if you have invested 10 million, in 10 years, you would have 20. In 10 years, just do the multiplication effect. But should it be 10%? Again, you divide 7, divide by 10. What is that? Maybe it will bring you to about 7 years. If an investment venture is giving you 10%, it means it will take you like 7 years to multiply that money. If it's giving you 14%, again divide 17, divide by 14. You get average time it's going to take you to invest your money, to double your money. Now, if someone started younger at 25, probably at 45 they could be financially free, or 55. And you, if you start at 50, you do the math. Unless your capital is higher than the youth who is investing later. So I hope you've understood what I'm talking about. By the way, if you are stuck in any way or you've not understood anything, I want to invite you to the Affluent Seminar, which is happening on 16th of February. It will be a public holiday at 2 p.m. at Hillside Plaza. All you have to pay is 100,000, and I'll take you through all the investment options: unit trust, treasury bonds, stocks, real estate, and the service providers will also be there, their agents, so that you can ask any question. If you're interested and you're watching this video, all you have to do is click the sign up button on TikTok above my name, or check for the link to register in the description if you're watching this video from YouTube. I hope to see you that day. And if you found any value in this video, please make sure you share. Thank you.